Let's watch the shocking MAGA couple video that everyone is talking about.
What does Jesus say in the Bible? He says, go and let the dead bury the dead. This man wanted to follow Jesus, and he said, I have to go give a funeral to my father. He just died. And he said, no, let the dead bury the dead. Come and follow me. He told that.
That doesn't refute what I'm saying. I'm saying don't ignore
Well,
all the stories of Jesus
this
being,
was all love and this was
being
everything.
woke for the time.
Wait, what?
Jesus was the biggest wokester of the time.
He's right.
No, he was loving. He was a
So
servant.
where's that publicly? Why can't I see y'all talking about the importance of loving? Do you actually believe this election would be so much better if women couldn't vote?
I think every election.
Or is that joke?
No, women should not be voting.
Even women in the 1920s largely didn't want.
When you look at the woman.
What is going on? What? This man said, yeah, no, I firmly don't think women should be voting. Bitch, how about you? Maybe this woman shouldn't be voting, but what about you? You shouldn't be voting either. What the fuck? Open the schools. Abolish homeschooling.
There were literally women who did not want women to get into politics.
I'm sure. But there are a lot of really
But do you explore and do you read about them? Do you read about why? Would you guess as to why?
They probably had similar views to y'all.
But guess why they didn't want women to go into politics?
I don't know, the self-hating, something like that.
Self-hating?
Yeah.
No, it's because they love their families. They love having children.
Please.
They want to.
Why can't you vote and love your family and having children? What? This doesn't even make any sense. Voting takes 60 hours a week. Obviously, can't do that and have a baby. Yeah. Also, does this mean that men hate their families?
There it is again. Then be with your family. That's your choice. But why do you insist on making other people's choices for them?
Do you know that there is a mass
freedom, baby?
Women voting is not freedom, bro.
He's so committed. He's like, stupid.
And I don't know.
These are the kinds of people who would be caught by mousetraps. Bro, you could jiggle some keys in front of these guys and they would be entertained for a week.
It's like the biggest, most simple way to put men and women on such a different value. You're valuing them wildly different.
And it's still equality.
Where in reality, of course, women who are part of society, who are equal citizens, who are equal people, should be having a say in their democracy.
Democracy is cringe.
It's mob rule. The majority of people in this country.
This is exactly the type of sentiment that make me completely understand why the monarchy existed for as long as it did. If you have been living under at least theoretical democracy and have been taught that this is a good value to hold in 2024, so like for at least a couple hundred years, if not at least for 100 years, okay? And even in that process in the United States of America, obviously, like, we didn't really let a lot of other people vote, but like, you know, it's been around for a while at this point. And like the theory of it all is good, right? In theory, it's good. It's something that we are aspiring towards. And there are still motherfuckers who are like, it's mob rule. Okay, I get it. No, I get it. I understand how people were just like, no, you don't understand. My Lord knows what's best for me. My Lord. Oi, Magna Carta's pretty cringe, governor. Me lordship knows what's best for the grain. He knows how to best use it. My peasant brain cannot comprehend. Me lord, I will toil the land for you. Me lordship, the peasants speak of an uprising. I'm here to tell you, I am self-assured in your divine right to rule. Oh, I haven't done the my lord character in a minute, dude. Shouts out to these f***ing dildos for bringing it back in a big way.
The majority of people in this country used to think slavery.
Trump got the popular vote. It's true.
The majority of the people in this country used to think slavery was good. Yeah, there was a democratic establishment over the preservation of slavery. That's awesome. No, they didn't. And you know who also didn't think it was good? The slaves, who every time we have this conversation, we always talk about. This is one of the things that has always been so cringy for me in particular, reading about American history and like trying to understand how Americans look at their own personal history. It's always been very frustrating. Something that is taught in American schools always is like, well, there was spirited debate about whether slavery should happen or not amongst the founders. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine then. Are we in 2024 still operating on the basis that like back then the human beings that were enslaved were not real human beings? Like what the I guess they had a spirited debate. What difference does that make? I'm sure the people that were enslaved were not fond of it. It's no longer 1776. So you know better. You know that they were human beings that were being enslaved. So why are we just like not thinking about their perspective on the matter? Very frustrating. Also, the founders had spirited debates over this matter is also silly because even in Pennsylvania, there were restrictions on slavery. There were abolition rules in places where, for example, George Washington lived. And in order to avoid those rules, George Washington fully knew that it was immoral and fucked up. He would traffic his own slaves outside of the state 6 months at a time to avoid the 6-month period where after 6 months, you were forced to free the people that you were enslaving. So he would just cycle them out of the state. So there was already established laws around this sort of thing. So clearly enough people knew it was bad, including, but not limited to, George Washington.
But at the end of the day, like if there were a room full of people that thought like me and Isabella, you would hate democracy too, wouldn't you?
There have been majorities, and we worked through our democracy
Yes or no?
to convince people. No, I want to hate democracy.
Really?
That's how things were before, and then we used our democracy to make the country better.
What's better?
A bunch of metrics are better off now than probably when y'all loved it. 1800, I don't know, 1700. When did y'all like it? 1950s.
Bro, pre-civil rights. Lasered in on it, dude. Hey, there's a perfect part. We're still running on that war economy. You got the GI Bill, you know, white picket fence and all. No black people. Pretty solid time for America. Also, I don't know if he knows this, but women could vote in the 1950s, but I guess he doesn't know much at all. So ask him what he thinks about the top marginal tax rate and cook his brain. Be like, oh, what did you think of the top marginal tax rate in the 1950s? He's gonna be like, oh, I don't know. You'd be like, oh, it's 90%. You think that was solid? I do. Let's bring it back.
Come on.
Seriously.
Including like the oppression of black people and stuff?
Oh, segregation's not oppression.
Oh, wow.
Yo, bring back shame. Don't even open the schools. I take it back. Shame is an important tool here, I think. Wow. Yo, it's like that one fucking chick that was debating Dean on the Nelk Boys podcast who just straight up said it. Like, what is happening? My man says segregation is not bad. What the
The reason why I wore the Malcolm X t-shirt is because Malcolm X wanted black communities.
I know.
Black government, black politics.
Whose stance?
That's what he wanted. And
I agree with more, not Malcolm X's.
MLK?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, no. What is that guy saying? Why is the liberal saying shitting on Malcolm X? The liberal is taking the false framing of Malcolm X's legacy and ideology from the MAGA hat wearing guy who just said segregation isn't that bad. Why would you ever? Liberalism is such a brain rotted, stupid concept that he literally just heard a man who is so stupid that he is anti-democracy and said segregation isn't bad, but now you're taking for granted what he just said about Malcolm X. Why the fuck would you ever listen to that illiterate dipshit and find yourself in agreement with an illiterate dipshit that you have brought onto your show to make fun of him? Malcolm X rebuked his early segregationist views. Anyone with even a passing knowledge of his legacy would know that. Liberals are so useless. He's operating on the classic, like, Malcolm X was violent and scary, and MLK was peaceful and a liberal. The American government packed up both of them, by the way. Didn't really matter. And also, both's legacy are tarnished regardless. They're lied about endlessly. MLK was not a fucking liberal. His methods certainly were more peaceful, even though currently today, when people apply those same peaceful methods, people do not have such a peaceful reaction to that. Just to think about all of the boycotts or divestment initiatives that have occurred in the past year or so. MLK was a whole lot closer to Malcolm X than any of these fucking goobers on this podcast. And also, back then, they didn't have such a peaceful reaction to Malcolm X's peaceful disobedience, peaceful means of civil disobedience either, by the way. Okay.
But that's like very anti-democracy of you. If black people came together and they had decided that they wanted black communities, they had decided that that's what they wanted.
They didn't, though.
No, whites got together
in who were they unifying with? There we go.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Americans. And if you have black people who choose to associate with one another, and for example, their whole friend group is black, that's very different than, as you mentioned,
I agree.
lawful segregation.
I think lawful segregation,
or even advocating segregation.
They do choose to segregate.
Right.
This is something that they choose to do.
As time has gone on, people have been less and less segregated.
There's like segregated months, Gay Pride Month, African American Month.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Gay Pride Month. That's a segregated month. No straights allowed during Gay Pride Month. Everybody knows that. She said African American Month. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny when they're being woke while also being racist. I love when racists try to be woke. It's my favorite thing. Okay, I can't keep watching this video. Okay, let's continue.
We've been pushed down, so we're gonna do a month to say that we are proud of who we are. No longer are we gonna be shameful.
It's so gay.
That is literally gay.
Literally.
Pride Month,
but every month that is also gay. Like not even just Gay Pride Month. Like also African American.
What does that mean to you?
I'm just like cringe. Like
Gay equals cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're having sex and you can't reproduce. Like, the best part about having sex is reproduction. Seriously. Like, I don't value sex because of an orgasm. I value sex because I know that I am going to reproduce and have another baby.
They're a couple, right? God, he's so busted. I was going to make a joke about there ain't no way he's getting pussy, but like, I think they're a couple. So I guess he did truly find someone stupid enough. The thing about Republicans is like, it's not about whatever standards they have for themselves. It has to be everybody else's problem. It's just like, yeah, if you want to have the worst sex imaginable and nut immediately and only do it for reproduction, I mean, I feel bad for you, but go off. Why the fuck is that anybody else's issue? Like what? Why are you setting the standards? And the same goes for gay shit, Like, it's not like gay people are running around being like, you have to be gay. You have to suck a dick right now. And before everybody in the chat starts saying, no, I do say that, okay, as a joke. That's not how this works. But conservatives, one, make it seem like it is, act like it is, and then take action to stop people from being gay in general.
Maybe the orgasm aren't good enough. Kidding. Sorry.
Pain. I mean, like, seriously though, like, the best part of it's why as soon as we got together, like, she's off birth control. As soon as
we got married, yeah.
As soon as we're together, it's like no birth control, nothing.
Wait, what? So y'all are before marriage? What? Hello?
I'm not gonna have gay sex, and like, gay sex is more than just like another man and a man. It's just like the idea of looking at sex as such a materialistic thing, and just like,
did he just say what I think he said? Having sex without contraceptives is having sex with contraceptives is gay sex. He said if you nut without the intention of impregnating a woman, you are gay. I guess Pride Month is for everybody by that metric. Everybody's gay as hell.
Oh, well, like, we just have an orgasm and that's fun or whatever. No, like, dude, sex is about having children. It's about having babies. Like, you pump yourself full of birth control and then you have sex with your wife, and like, there's no purpose there except just pleasure. That's the only purpose.
No gay sex with women, guys.
Very true. I agree. What I'm advocating for is for men to take responsibility, specifically with protection and with provision. And she's advocating for women to submit and to serve their husbands.
Oh, gross, dude. Bro, she's going to poison him with Visine in a couple years if no-fault divorce is abolished, okay? Back in the day, when women couldn't get divorced from their partners for no particular reason, there was a suspicious amount of men just casually dying. So no-fault divorce was actually for the benefit of men too. This is the first time he's ever actually thought about any of this. I think this is the first time he's ever had a thought. And even then, it's barely. How is she not miserable? Is she brainwashed? I mean, I don't think there's a single thought behind either of their eyes, okay? Remember, no, I don't support all women. Some of you bras are dumb as hell. I'm not immediately going to sit here and be like, nah, the person who earlier advocated for women not to be able to vote is actually a victim here, okay? We're all victims in that, by that estimation. He's a victim of social conditioning as well. They're both victims in that same regard. But in this process, while I'm, analyzing the dumb shit that they're saying, I'm still gonna make fun of both of them.
What do you think equality is?
Listen, are men and women equal?
Yes.
In what way?
They're equal people, individuals, and they have the same individual rights.
Okay, so basically they're equal because the government says they're equal?
Because people through our democracy have made the government say they're equal.
So the government basically gets to say that these people are equal because we give them rights.
Because people
our rights are from God, not from the government.
And then if you stop engaging with our government, you very quickly have a world you don't love.
Men and women were created equal. It wasn't that like our God-given rights
wait, what?
Were like for equality for men and women. That wasn't the point. Equality implies the same.
The same rights, yeah.
Dude, look up what equality is. Or being equal.
Oh, the state of being equal, especially in status, rights, and opportunities.
Look at all more definitions.
But
just click on it.
Look up more definitions. For a 21-year-old, he's pretty dumb, not gonna lie. He's not just any 21-year-old. He's a MAGA Brained 21-year-old, okay? Is worse. It's unsalvageable.
You're big on welfare and things like that.
Programs that are effective to help people, yeah.
And you think that those are effective programs?
Like Social Security cutting senior poverty by gargantuous margins.
But the government taking care of women who are pregnant.
Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
Really? That's very peculiar to me.
The more I hear them speak, the more I'm like, maybe we don't need rights for everybody, you know? The more I hear them speak, the more I think maybe we up with medicine. Modern medicine has saved too much. Modern medicine has saved far too many people. Dude, this eugenics bit is not funny. You sounded like RFK. Yes, you don't understand how much I think RFK is going to change America's trajectory for the good. RFK is going to make it so that we can engage in the prayer. If you would like to do prayer instead of modern medicine, you should be able to do so. The worm demands it. The worm has an insatiable appetite for destruction and death, and I will give that to the worm. All praise the worm. Austin, you want to come watch this MAGA couple? Austin's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Austin show. All right, well, lock in.
All right,
lock
politics,
in, Unc.
politics.
Lock in, Unc.
All right.
This couple
Yeah.
that we are currently watching,
Yeah, tell me about him.
they literally said things such as Gay Pride Month is segregation. Women should not be able to vote. The woman said that in the couple.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. I love it.
They said all heterosexual intercourse that is done with contraceptives is actually gay sex.
Oh.
And that infertile people should not even like have sex at all. But he was gracious enough to say, I'll leave it up to the individual. If they're infertile, they can but they probably shouldn't.
When you get to a point where you exist like this as a human, I mean, I truly believe that we should give up on these people. We need to stop like giving credibility to people like this in society. And we need to move on.
Apparently he taught his baby how to say the N-word.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's time to move on from these people. Yeah.
Vice President Harris actually ran on a bunch of pro-family policies like the enhanced child tax credit for people such as yourself.
I don't want tax credits. Bro, if there's a woman who is literally getting like everything is getting taken care of by the government for having a baby, but it's
why did this guy
through
exclusively
premarital sex
decide not
without
to
a
shave
father?
his neck?
Why is that not for Christian families?
Like he decided when he was going to wake up, he is exclusively not going to shave his neck. Like that was a decision he made.
I don't understand how these motherfuckers like wake up in the morning, look at the mirror, and not get grossed out by what they're putting out there. I could tell he just can't grow it anywhere else, but it just like blows my mind that he's even trying to attempt his neck.
Well, that's
beard.
what I'm saying. A lot of people will take whatever facial hair they can get in this particular.
It's crazy to me.
What are you saying? I'm saying let's support families.
No.
And then when people
let's support families. Yes.
Okay.
Man and woman getting married.
Man and man, yeah, like a families who are raising
man
children.
and woman getting married and having babies. That's family. This is not family.
He's talking.
This is not family. A woman has premarital sex, gets knocked up on a one-night stand, and then the government pays for it.
They don't pay for it.
They do.
They give support to people who are
What does giving
coming
support
on hard
mean?
times.
What does give support mean? Paying for it.
if
they pay for it.
What's the definition of giving support here?
Wait, but you're acting like everything is covered and you're living this.
If you're a single mother, you get free baby care, like in the hospital delivery.
You get a lot of support because I believe, just like Jesus did, that we should help people who are in tough situations.
Right, but when the government incentivizes
when someone is a single mother trying to raise children, those kids are going to be malnourished if we don't give them some support.
They don't care about any of it.
Bullshit. They're not going to be malnourished.
They just don't give a fuck.
Have you met people?
Have you met
any
single mothers as single mother?
Okay, so
I've learned this. I've rehabilitated. When are Democrats going to learn that we need to stop being like, where is decency? Well, these people used to be a party of decency. They don't give a about decency, about education, about credibility. They don't give a about it. So you need to stop trying to use and go through the system to work with these people. They are demons. They don't give a fuck. Quit playing by the rules. They don't play by the rules. Why should you? I'm sick of it. The Democrats are such pussies.
A lot of people, a large percentage of the U.S. population is food insecure, yeah. Meaning they get some food, but not enough to have a healthy, nutritious diet because most of them are in poor environments.
Really, in America? I see a lot of fat people. I don't know.
Nice.
What?
Also,
oh my God, brain dead.
No, like obesity is also can be caused by malnutrition.
Yes.
I feel like to young women, unironically, they need to find a man that's very misogynistic. If you at all want to have a guy that's going to like make you follow his frame, and you need to find a strong Christian man that's going to put you in your place, or else you're going to dominate the relationship. And when a woman dominates the relationship, it's destined for failure, because I see even how I was different, like in my previous relationship. I was dominating and I was such a bitch, like such a Jezebel. And, you know, I wasn't always like a good wife or like this great, or even Christian. I used to be atheist, but he has completely transformed who I am and how I act because he's such a strong Christian man, and he doesn't let me get by on things. He always will nitpick everything because he's literally training me how to be a good Christian wife. You need to be trained. Women are bitches and they need to be trained. So
damn. Sounds like abuse.
She's such a dumbass, dude. I'm just happy that two idiots could find one another in this day and age like this. There's got to be fetish. Josiah and Isabella Moody explain how trad wife Christian submission works in practice. Basically, she has to take his emotional abuse with a smile on her face, and eventually he'll repent to God for his sinful behavior.
You do what you're supposed to do, whatever I tell you to do, because that's your job, is to submit, do it with a smile on your face. I don't care. And I wouldn't have let you leave. I would have, you would have had to eat whatever.
No, this is the same guy as the other clips. He just grew that ugly ass pube on his neck.
Whatever mean things I would have said. And then the job would have got done. And then afterwards, after the cooling down process, I would have, repented to God and smooth things over with you for the sinful behavior. That's how things would have went down.
Genuine question, Hasan. How much of this online hysteria and rage bait grifter stuff, and how much is it actually IRL? I think there's worse versions of this in real life. Isabella Moody went viral for proudly posting a video of her baby saying the N-word. Here she is sporting Carrie Lake at Mar-a-Lago and wearing Carrie Lake badge. Who are these fucking losers? I didn't even know they existed. My daughter literally said the N-word. I'm so proud of her.
Oh, is she a Carrie Lake supporter?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Bro, I'm getting like really vibes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not only am I getting really vibes from this, but I feel like she dominates the relationship a lot more than she lets on. I feel like she knows what she's doing.
Or he's a bottom 100%.
There's not a single thought behind those eyes, okay? She is in control of this relationship. She is making it feel like he's in control. She knows what she's doing.
Healthy,
So chat. I feel like I'm a little out of touch with like the commentariat, the commentary space, because I think these people, these like little demons pop up on TikTok, right? Is that what it is? Is that why I don't know who the these people are?
Do people follow these people?
Yeah, it seems like there's like hella videos of them on Right Wing Watch and like all these other people. Like I've never even heard these motherfuckers of these motherfuckers before.
What is this, Little House on the Prairie? How is this appealing to young people? Like, I'm serious. Who wants to live a life like this?
I mean, I guess they're just like, they're getting clout somehow. What are the metrics looking like? They have a following? Yeah. I thought they were like two random dumbasses this dude found. on the street. She's in the right-wing conservative side of the Destiny debate space. Oh my God. Dude, the debatosphere being this like massive area is genuinely dire for the future of America.
Funny.
Her YouTube to get a vibe of what's going on.
When I texted you that.
40 views. I witnessed Jake Uger destroy liberal Alan Lichtman's argument. Bill Maher takes down woke libs on The View. Damn, she's really popping, dude. I say this, but then like next week, she'll get picked up by the Daily Wire and have like 7 quintillion subscribers, you know? I didn't even know that there was an endless well of depravity here. And Right Wing Watch apparently is all over it.
Understand the West, and it's why one day we'll probably end up picking up our things and moving to Russia, because this is just too strange. And
you'd fuck them.
Look,
this is
in an alternative gay universe, we would all fuck him.
Right here, this right here is like is hitting the pocket a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look,
this is 100 P.
Look, y'all, absolutely not. All right.
I mean, we'll go to Russia.
He's so twink coded.
And we still will be too westernized, and maybe we'll have to get bullied a little bit over there. But it'll put some hair on my face and some hair on my chest for sure. But I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the gay agenda. I'm sick of it. And eventually they're going to start raping your children.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Oh, she's pro-Nazi Germany. What? Log Cabin Republicans name homophobic bigot Isabella Riley Moody as a spokesman ambassador. Wait, is she gay? Isabella Moody conducted a friendly interview with white nationalist Dalton Cloudfelder and attempted to use jokes to downplay Cloudfelder's virulent anti-Semitism, even ending the interview by declaring Heil Hitler. Wait, that's not downplaying his anti-Semitism. That's just straight up being anti-Semitic. What? Thank God the ADL is coming after the real anti-Semites. You know what I'm saying? Thank God the ADL is working round the clock tirelessly to make sure that those who declare Sabra hummus to be shitty.
What makes us different? What is, the America First position really about? It's about putting you and your families first on a national level, on an individual level, all of it. So there you go.
Does the you and your family include the Jews?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we love to joke around here. We love to joke. Thank you so much for joining, and Hail Hitler. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much for joining. That was a joke.
Damn, that's really funny, dude. Good job. This is the problem with platforming these fucking freaks, dude. This guy just interviewed these 2 dumbasses, and I thought they were just 2 dumbasses, and now I find out that they're like clout farming content goblins. Why do these guys have these fucking virulent Nazi little freaks on? Well, that's why. You get 600,000 views. Oh my God. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They circulate around all the people you tell us to avoid. Hasan, this is what so many people think politics is now, debate shit. I didn't realize, man. I thought these were some random dumbasses, some random jabronis they found. She's already made vids on you? Yeah, I didn't even know you existed, lady. Oh my God. Oh, I want to throw up. I don't want to watch this no more. Ugh.